Hi, I'm Mariam and I made tabouleh and chicken strips for a healthy, balanced meal. I chose to make tabouleh because it's an easy and tasty way to eat lots of vegetables. The vegetables in tabouleh are parsley, mint, green onions, tomatoes and lettuce, and you need to wash them really well. I then cut all the vegetables really small except for the lettuce because I was going to use that to design my plate with it. The vegetables in tabouleh are full of vitamin A, C and K. This salad is high in fiber, which means that it helps your digestion and makes you feel fuller for longer. The fiber comes from the vegetables in the tabouleh and the burghul. For the dressing, you need a juice of 1 lemon, 2 tablespoons of olive oil and a sprinkle of salt. Olive oil, a key ingredient in tabouleh, is a healthy fat that is good for your heart health. Once I chopped all the vegetables, I added them to a bowl with the dressing, burghul and allspice. I made sure not to add too much olive oil. Olive oil is very good for you, but it's still high in calories, so you should eat it in moderation. I mixed up all the salad really well and I set it aside in the fridge whilst I made the chicken. I used chicken because it's really tasty and it's easy to prepare. Also, it's low in fat. I made sure that the chicken was washed and cleaned before I started cutting. I cut the chicken up into small, thin strips. I then got all the seasonings out on the counter. First, I added a tablespoon of yogurt. Yogurt is a source of protein. I seasoned the chicken with a sprinkle of paprika, garlic powder, black pepper and chicken seasoning. I then added a squeeze of half a lemon and I mixed it really well. I also added a drizzle of olive oil and mixed it again. I covered it with cling film and let it marinate for an hour. When it was time to cook the chicken, I added a drizzle of olive oil on the pan and I added the chicken slowly. I used tongs to flip the chicken from side to side. I cooked them for a few minutes on each side and I was cautious around the heat so I don't burn myself. Once I was sure the chicken cooked all the way through, I added it to a plate. A lot of people like to eat chicken and salad, but they forget about the carbohydrates. The idea that I had to increase the amount of carbohydrates in the meal was to add the chicken in a nice little wrap. To showcase the final dish, I added some lettuce on my plate and I put the tabouleh inside it to make it look nice. And of course, I didn't forget to wash my hands before doing this. When food looks more nicely presented, people are more likely to eat it. I learned some new skills while making this meal, like cutting raw chicken. My favorite part was flipping the chicken because it was just really satisfying. I added some garlic sauce for that extra hint of taste. Not much chicken would fit in the wrap, so I added a bit more chicken on the side for extra protein. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this dish and I hope you learned something new. Healthy eating doesn't have to be hard. You just need to make sure that you're including all the food groups in all your dishes. Like I've showed you, this meal contains protein, carbohydrates, vegetables and healthy fats. This meal is perfect for meal planning because you can make it in advance and eat it cold. Enjoy!